Juventus FC is about to become the winner of the 66 Champions League. The beast has been marked. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, Cristiano, is going to win the Champions League over at the Middle East. Juventus is going to win the 66th edition of the Champions League. Juventus has a record of 6-6-0 in this edition of the 66 Champions League. This is super significant. As a matter of fact, when Juventus faced off against Barcelona, they defeated Barcelona with Andrea Pirlo exactly 66 weeks after Andrea Pirlo lost the 2015 Champions League final, which was played on a date of 6-6, which is June the 6th. If I am not mistaken, it was December the 8th of 2020 that Juventus faced off against Barcelona. This time span, from the amount of time that Andrea Pirlo lost the Champions League final with Juventus at Berlin against Barcelona in the 66 Champions League, he gets revenge against Barcelona exactly 66 months from the day of the Champions League final that he lost as a member of Juventus on a date of 6-6 in the 66th edition of the Champions League. You're seeing Juventus at 6-6-0 in the 66 Champions League. It is because they are going to win the crown in Europe this year, a year after the coronavirus struck the country of Italy. Corona means crown in Spanish and Italian. Key word, key language here being Italian, with Italy being the epicenter of the coronavirus in the country of Europe. In the 66th edition of the Champions League, it is Juventus FC that's going to take the crown for the country of Italy again 11 years later. This is why Juventus have a 6-6-0 record. They would go 24 years without winning the Champions League. In the 25th year since 1996, Andrea is going to win the Champions League for Juventus, and I'm going to predict it to happen against Jurgen Klopp. Klopp has got gematria of 25. The end of a drought for Juventus. Fine has got gematria of 25. That is the Italian word for end. 24 goals scored for Juventus. 24 points for Juventus this year in Italian Serie A. Juventus has gematria of 24. They went 24 seasons without winning the Champions League. They last won the Champions League at Rome. Rome has gematria of 24. AC Milan are in first place with 28 points. In 1995-1996, the Scudetto winner was AC Milan. Juventus won the Champions League last in a year in which AC Milan won the Scudetto. And it is Milan that has 28 points right now when you see Juventus at 6-6-0. Turkey has gematria of 28. It is Buffon that is looking to win the Champions League. And the last time Juventus won it, Milan won the Scudetto. They are in first place right now as we approach what is close to being the international break. As it stands in the table, we should expect Juventus to begin the season with a 9-6-0 record because it last won the Champions League in the 1996 final. Juventus should win its next 3 matches to have a total of 33 points before it takes on against AC Milan. Juventus FC has gematria of 33. Milan is the Devils. This is their nickname. Italian to English in the Gematrinator, the translation of the devil represents a very significant translation. Il Diavolo, the Devil, AC Milan, the AC Milan logo. Diavolo, Devil, by itself has gematria of 33. Juventus should be 9-6-0 when it's all said and done, when it faces off against AC Milan. This will be very interesting to see what AC Milan's record would be. Close to 34, close to 35 points. Both AC Milan and Juventus. Don't be surprised if AC Milan and Juventus end up undefeated in the league when they face off against each other. If Inter keep on winning, if Milan drop points in a draw, for example, Inter would be at the top of the table. Milan get a tough game against Lazio coming up. Lazio has gematria of 32. SSC Lazio has gematria of 32. So one of these games, are they going to drop points, and we can see 35 points potentially before AC Milan take on against Juventus on the 6th day of January. If Juventus defeat them, this is very significant for Ronaldo's 6th Champions League title. This is a snapshot for what we can expect. Is Juventus to win? AC Milan potentially to drop points in its next couple of games. The Juventus are 6-6-0 in the table. It has everything to do with the end of the Champions League title drought.